So timing on the iPhone 12 might not be so bad, but it's all thanks to a sort of a backup plan. As yes, we have some new leaks of more information of the iPhone 12 lineup, timing, and components. Samsung apparently wants to close the gap between the Galaxy Note 20 and the Note 20 Plus's battery, and if you're waiting for Android 11 and its preview event, it looks like you're gonna have to wait, but for a good cause. I'm Jaime Rivera, and to all of you out there on the streets with the courage to fight peacefully for equality, we wish we were there with you, all of us here at Pocketnow. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with deals, and actually we're starting off the month of June with some significant ones. Let's start it off with a 13-inch MacBook Pro, which is currently $200 off on Amazon and Best Buy. This means you can get it as low as $1099 for the 8 gigs of RAM and 256 GB of storage variant. You can also get other prices depending on the configuration as well, and Amazon also has the Galaxy S10 bundled with the 44mm Galaxy Watch Active 2 that I wear for $999. Though you can also get it for $850 if you go for the 40mm variant. Then we have the LG G8 ThinQ, which is $350 off, leaving it at $400 shipped. And we have more deals on the Google Pixel Slate, Apple Watch, iPads, Sony headphones, and more in the links in the description. Now here's the thing, given everything that's going on in the United States right now, I'm not gonna lie, we did consider not doing a video today, but given what certain companies are doing to support the protests, I actually felt that it was our responsibility and duty to thank them and actually do the video mainly as part of that. Last week we covered how Sony, for example, would be hosting their event on June 4th to showcase their game titles for the upcoming PS5, but it looks like that won't be the case. The company just announced that they will be postponing their event as they feel that right now is not the time to celebrate, and that more important voices should be heard at this moment. The company hasn't revealed when the event would happen, but we'll definitely keep you posted. Bravo, Sony. Thank you for taking a stand. And we know that wasn't the only event that was happening in the beginning of June. We also know that Google had their Android 11 beta event planned, which was set for June 3rd. The event was postponed indefinitely due to the protests and the situation in the United States, but they claim that the full Android 11 launch will not be delayed. Now, we do have some new leaks that come from Twitter that basically show us the power button menu, where we see 5 controls like emergency, power off, restart, as well as a new quick controls menu, which shows your smart devices and wallet access. The leak also shows that we will be getting a UI redesign in addition to other perks. Stay tuned for that. Google, also thank you for taking a stand. Now, for all of us battling with a tough economy right now, obviously the best thing is to be able to hold on to your device for a bit longer as the economy gets better, and no company does that better than Apple, and new reports claim that that's going to be the case again. We have a new leak of which devices are getting iOS 14 this year. We should take this with a grain of salt, as the source doesn't have the greatest track record, but according to them, some inside sources claim that all devices running iOS 13 will be able to run iOS 14. This means that if you still have an iPhone 6S or the iPod Touch 7th generation or later, you'll be able to get the update. They didn't provide any information on iPads, but we sure are hoping that will be the case. Stay tuned, WWDC will reveal more, though we don't know if that's also going to be delayed. Now let's move the spotlight over to the Samsung Galaxy Note 20. I think that it was a very interesting and bold move for Samsung to have 2 Galaxy Note 10s last year, the smaller Note 10 and then the larger one. But then, even if I wanted to love that smaller Note 10, one of the biggest reasons why you would buy that phone is for the added size for the battery life, which wasn't necessarily the case. And apparently, Sammy wants to fix that. Sort of. Apparently, the company doesn't want to cheap out on batteries with the Galaxy Note 20. The device just went through China's 3C certification, and it shows that the regular Galaxy Note 20 will bring a 4300 mAh battery that's rated for 4170 mAh. Just as a reference, for example, last year's Note 10 had a 3500 mAh battery, and then the Note 10 Plus had a 4300 mAh battery. According to another leak last week, the Note 20 is bringing 4500 milliamps this time. So clearly, Samsung is closing in both variants. It's great. I mean, you can pick whichever size you want, but you're getting pretty much similar battery life, just like OnePlus does with the OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 8 Pro. And finally, the hottest news today have to do with iPhones and the possible launch timeframe. As if you remember, we were covering leaks that this was not going to happen until November for different reasons, but apparently Apple is considering an alternative. According to a new Digitimes report, this year's iPhones won't get the regular September launch, but will have to wait until October, which is definitely better than November. Now, apparently a couple of the issues is that due to the travel bans, Apple hasn't been able to send enough engineers to China, which has delayed production. Digitimes also claims that the 6.1-inch iPhone will start production earlier than the rest. This is the iPhone that will allegedly bring that LG and BOE display, and the report suggests that this may happen to make sure that the panels will meet the quality standards, as LG Display has had issues in the past. The Samsung displays on the other three are easier to manufacture as they eliminate a separate touch layer, so that won't be a problem. And yes, we also saw the dummy leaks on Mako Takara that claim that these are going to be the sizes. The problem is the notch is the same and, the camera module is pretty much the same, so we're not going to take that as a true leak. Thing about it is, in today's question, let us know, which of these 4 iPhones would you pick if it were up to you? In my case, I usually go for that smaller version of the iPhone Pro variant, but I think that the sleeper hit is going to be that smaller iPhone 12, the one that's not the Pro. I think that that's what people are going to go crazy for, but that's just me. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Also, follow us on social media. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see me stay at home wishing I was there with you. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.